Today we have discovered that the mind is very plasticky. I don't know if you ever heard of neuroplasticity, which is the ability to learn a new skill and expand your mind. So your mind can be molded. And what I'm about to tell you will change your life if you brainwash yourself with these steps, and you have to follow them step by step. But if you do this, you will see change in your life. This is how they molded me. This is how they molded the people that did basic with me. And now I use it to better myself because I was part of the experiment. I went through the experiment. That gave me the knowledge. My name is Edwin. I served 4 years in the United States Army. I went through boot camp and served honorably. I did my time and I decided to do my own thing. The military has taught me a lot, but today I'm going to be teaching you how to reprogram yourself and what we did in basic training for the mind. And I know you could do it too. Because when I left, I was a young 19-year-old. I used to go out, I used to party, I had no goals, I had no ambition. I would take pride on going with the flow, as many people say. I had not the best friends, I had bad influences, I had good things that I didn't appreciate. And I don't want you to make the same mistakes. I was unorganized, I was unmotivated, I was undisciplined, I was everything. I used to seek instant gratification and pleasure. So if I could do it, I know you can too. And you don't have to go through the United States military to learn these steps, because I'll help you, because I use this to brainwash myself to become better. But you have to take this very serious. I want you to get a piece of paper out, because I got a piece of paper. I already did this. I'm gonna be walking you step by step what you need to do in order to reprogram yourself to becoming a whole, completely different person. But you have to take action. So get out a piece of paper. Get out a piece of paper, because this will change your life. If you truly want to change your life, get out a piece of paper, because there's magic between writing your thoughts out into paper. It helps it manifest. You put it into the ether. So please, if you want to change, just get out a piece of paper and you won't regret it. Now that I know that you're serious, I'm going to tell you the first step that you have to do in order to reprogram yourself and create the reality you want for yourself. The first thing you need to do, you need to write down every hour since the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. So in the military, wake up call was at 04. That's 4 a.m. So I wrote it down. I did this. So I started at 4 a.m. all the way to 11 p.m., which is 2300. Time is so valuable. And the military life always had a purpose, because every hour we had something to do. Wake up, PT, personal training, eat, training, shooting, maintenance, chow, workout, shooting, maintenance, dinner, chow, maintenance, and then go to sleep. Every hour, every slot was filled. So life just felt like we had purpose. So what you need to do is, since the moment you wake up, I did this, you can do it too. The moment you wake up, if that's 04, 05, 06, write this like the best version of yourself. The best version of myself wakes up at 04. So I'm becoming that person. So take it for real. If you really want to change, write it down. So start, fill in each hour. Make the hour have a purpose. So for example, I put wake up at 04, read, write. That's 5, 6. I put 7, work on my X account, keep growing. 8 is gonna be breakfast. 9 is get ready for the gym. 10, 11, that's my gym time. 12, 1, which is 12, 13, and 14. That's my creation of media. 15, 16, which is 3 and 4. I'm driving to the gym again for my second sesh. Dinner, I got my schoolwork, and then I finally go to sleep by 11. So that is my perfect day. Every hour has a purpose, and that's how you need to start living. Every hour needs to have a purpose in your life. Once you get done writing that down, I'm gonna tell you step 2. And I hope you are writing this down, because if you don't, then step 2 is not really gonna matter. Step 2, after every hour had a purpose in the military, step 2 was to create goals. We had this thing called PT test, where they would judge us and score us based on our strength, athleticism, shooting, agility, speed, other stuff, combatants. We would get scored. We had a PT test at the end of every quarter. So every hour had a meaning. But then when we had a little bit of downtime, we filled in those extra hours with our goals. Since we knew we were gonna have a physical test at the end of every quarter, we would make workout plans on how to score better the next quarter. So if I got a low grade, I would create goals. I would write my goals down. I would write my goals down because the mind is so beautiful. When you write your goals down, you're telling your mind to give you answers to solving this problem. And your mind is constantly trying to solve this problem that's been put in the frontal lobe since you manually wrote it down. And then when you're taking a shower, that's when the moment pops out. It's not because water does something to you. Maybe it does. Actually, water is very powerful, so maybe it does. But it's not a coincidence. Your mind is constantly trying to solve the problem when you physically put it in the front of your frontal lobe. So write down your problems. Write down your goals to solve those problems. Build systems. Write them down. Hey, today I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do 20 extra push-ups. Today I'm gonna go for 2 more miles. Today I'm gonna do double gym sesh. Today I'm gonna eat a little bit less. Today I'm gonna eat a little bit more. Write your goals down. So what I want you to do right now, if you're being for real, I want you to write any goals that you have. For example, what I wrote down was that I want 300 followers on my YouTube. I want 300 more winners. I want 300 more like-minded people. I want 300 more winners that want to do the hard work and just want to make this world better for everybody with consciousness. So that's what I put. I want to weigh 140 because that's the perfect way for my height. I also want to make 10K from my online personal brand, which is Win Club. I want to make 10K. That's in the front of my mind is going to start organizing thoughts, and it's going to start to create new neural patterns to solve these problems. So those are my goals. Write them down. Whatever you want, at least 3, because after I teach you this, I'm going to give you like a secret power source to achieving those goals. So after you write your ideal goals, now I want you to write your dark goals. I want you to write why you want your 3 main goals to happen. For example, I wrote down power, influence. Growing my personal brand is going to give me power and influence. That is a dark goal. It's going to give me the ability to buy whatever I want when I reach 10K a month. I'm gonna be able to buy a lot of things for my family, for my loved ones, for my girlfriend. I'm gonna be able to seek that pleasure of buying materialistic stuff. That's a dark goal. I want to wear fancy clothes and I want to have a nice car. That is feeding the ego. These are dark goals. Write your dark goals because that is gonna be the fuel behind your 3 main goals. Because a lot of times we make goals down. I want to lose weight, but we don't put why I want to lose weight. We don't look at the dark side. I want to lose weight because I want to have more social power. And I know that in my society, people like fit people. That's the dark side. You want to put the dark side. You want to add your shadow to your main persona. It's the fire. It's okay. As long as you don't hurt people, it's okay to add the shadow, the ego. It's okay. Because now your goal has an extra purpose. So write down your shadow goals, your dark goals, main goals, dark goals, and let the fire burn. Feel it. Let it burn. Let the fire burn. Write down your dark goals. And finally, this is the hardest step, but I think it's the step that made everybody change. Everybody that goes through boot camp. This is the hardest step, but it's truly what brings change. And that is to cut every bad habit. It's hard, but this is the only thing that actually brings change, is to cut out every bad habit. In boot camp, we could not have our phones, we could not drink, we could not go out, we could not eat fast food, we could not do anything. We couldn't do anything. All the bad habits were cut off. Nicotine, marijuana, alcohol, every bad habit, gambling, was cut off during boot camp. So now your dopamine levels go back to normal because they're not being spiked up by entertainment, by drugs, by liquor. Your dopamine levels go back down when you cut off all the bad habits. So instead, we cut out all the bad habits and we did good habits like setting goals, reading the Bible, because that's the only thing there is to do. Read, write, and work out. Instead of doing the bad habits that was jacking up our dopamine levels, which was destroying the baseline, we were doing the hard work, which was fixing the baseline. So every time we did the hard work, it would feel like we were right here because we were suffering physically and mentally. But after, we would grow and we would feel good. Oh my God, my biceps are starting to grow. My triceps are starting to grow. We would feel good. So cut off the bad habits, implement the good habits, and watch how much you grow. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want more educational video, don't forget to press that notification bell. And like always, guys, thank you for your support. You guys mean a lot. It pushes me to create more content when I see you guys liking it. So I want to say thank you guys for pushing me. And last thing, always do the hard work. Never forget to win. Peace.